Okay guys, so I took that marinated chicken from before and I made this slurry. The recipe does call for 3/4 cup of cornstarch. I showed the recipe earlier on my previous video. That is not a typo, it is that much. It's because you want this to be a crunchy, crispy batter, and it's going to be double fried. So just put it in there, put your chicken in this batter mix. And then I just like to move it around to make sure that it's entirely coated. And then over here is just the sauce. I do not have orange concentrate right now. I normally do for this recipe, but I don't have any at the moment. I also don't have dark soy sauce, which the recipe calls for. But the creator, Stephanie T, she says if you don't have dark soy sauce, just add a little extra regular soy sauce. So I'll show you over here. See how the batter says 3/4 cup cornstarch? That is not a typo. It needs 3/4 cup cornstarch. And then down here says orange concentrate. I just use an extra bit of orange juice for that. Or if you have regular oranges, you know, like not just the juice, but like oranges, you can put that in there. This is just regular vinegar. It doesn't have to be rice vinegar or anything fancy. And then down here where it says dark soy sauce, if you don't have dark soy sauce, just use more of the regular soy sauce. That's what she says. That's what I do. I've never had any issues with it. And then down here where it says optional 2 drops of food color or yellow food coloring and 1 drop of red food coloring, it's really just for the color. This is not the color of the sauce when you first make it. It is a much paler color. If you don't want the dye in there, don't put the dye in there. It's just not going to be that classic orange color. And then down here for the slurry, yes, you're going to need more cornstarch, but the slurry is for the sauce so that it thickens the sauce up. So, because what you're going to do is you're going to heat up the sauce. Let's see right here. Right here. See if I can, there we go. You're going to add the cornstarch slurry to it after it's heated up so that it will thicken. I generally like to make sure everything is ready, so because the process can be a little bit quick once you get into the groove of it. I'm just waiting for my oil to heat up now before my glasses are tilted because my baby broke my glasses. I'm just waiting for the oil to heat up so that I can start frying my chicken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the chicken into batches, not the whole thing. Don't throw the whole thing in there because it won't cook properly. So you're going to do the chicken in batches for a couple of minutes, take it out. I have it to where I set it up on a cookie sheet with tin foil so that the sheet doesn't get messy, and then just a baking rack so that it can drip and air dry. And then once I'm done with the first batch, I go back to the beginning of the first batch and I start double frying it. And it's the double fry is only like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. It's just to be able to get that extra crisp. The other thing is that I don't like to put my chicken in the sauce until we're ready to eat it, because once you put the chicken in the sauce, it starts to take away the crunch of the chicken. So all that work that you just did, you know, with the batter and the frying and the double frying and all that will go away once the sauce hits it and starts to moisten the outside coating. So I would just wait. You can do the sauce, get it ready, and then once you're ready to eat, you can toss it and then serve, or you could even serve it on the side, and, you know, whoever wants to eat it, however they do, if they want to dunk it, if they want to toss it themselves, you can do it that way too. You can serve this with whatever you want. Right, tonight I'm going to do white rice because I have to go to school. I have to leave for school in about an hour. So I'm just going to throw some white rice in the rice cooker and not have to worry about it. But you can do fried rice, you can do chow mein, you can do whatever it is that you want. It's really good with everything, honestly. And it actually, it does really well when you reheat it. I generally will not... for storing, if I have extra, I will keep the sauce and the chicken separate so that I can put my chicken in the air fryer to reheat it, and then I will warm up the sauce and then toss it that way. So if you do have leftovers, that's another reason why I don't like to toss the chicken in the sauce right away, is because if I do have leftovers, then I can keep the chicken separate, put it in the air fryer to re-crisp it, and then toss it in the sauce. So just a couple of tips. If you have any other questions, let me know. I know I'm not really showing you how this is done. It's gonna go in, the Stephanie, the creator, she said if you have like a chopstick, just a regular chopstick from, you know, any Asian restaurant that you can get them from, if you stick that in the oil and it starts to bubble a little bit, that's how you know your oil is ready. I'm one of those weirdos that throws just like a couple of drops of water in there to hear it crackle, and that's how I know it's ready. And then you just take some of the chicken, just some of it, not a whole bunch, and throw it into the, let me see if I can get my glove on here without interrupting this. But yeah, you just throw it into the oil and it will, you know, do its pop, crack, sizzle, whatever. And, you know, you just give it a few and pull it out. I have a spider colander thing, whatever those are called. Let me flip you around. I have this. It works really well. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called a spider something, spider strain or something like that. I use this because then I can just pull a bunch of them out at the same time. But I'll show you my crazy drawer of random things here. So yeah, I just take pieces like this, and I try to, when I drop them, I try to spread them out so that they don't stick to each other. But that's literally what you're doing. You're just dropping them into the oil, letting them fry. Just like that. It'll get messy, so I do suggest you wearing gloves. Don't overcrowd the pan or anything like that. Don't stick your fingers in there. And just let them fry. Give them a couple of minutes. Check your timer, set a timer, whatever it is that you feel you need to do, and just watch them. And then once that time comes up, take them out, put them on your rack, let them dry out for a little bit. Keep you know, going with that process. And then you know, once you're done with this bowl and they're all done, go back to the first ones. I normally start from the top down. That's how I know, like, these ones will be first in. And then I fry them again and they're good to go. So yeah. And then, like I said, for the sauce, you just put that in a pan, heat it up. Don't make it like crazy. You want to get it to where it's boiling a bit, just because you want the sugars to dissolve. And then turn off the heat, throw in the cornstarch slurry, and it should thicken up for you. Or actually, you can leave the heat on, throw it in there. It's really up to you. Just watch it and make sure that it starts to thicken. If you have any other questions or concerns, or if you want to watch the original video, because I mean that helped me out a lot too. Again, it's at Steph, STEPHVNIETEA, Stephanie T. All right, guys, thanks so much. I hope you make the recipe, and if you do, let me know. So let me know if it's any good. All right, guys, thanks so much.